Hey, hi, ho, yay. Welcome again. Good afternoon from London, England, or from sunny London, England. Or is it good morning or good evening to you wherever you're watching around the world? You know, it's me again, the one and only, truly, yes, the number one football fan, yeah? DLG Reppin', Delhi, London Gooner, Romeo, Echo, Papa, Indigo, November. Yeah, did you understand that? Let me say it out again. Delhi, London, Gooner, Romeo, Echo, Papa, Indigo, November. I'm back again for another DLG Reppin'S daily transfer news. And before I get started on this, yeah, make sure you smash the thumbs up like button for me, yeah, abundantly. And the same goes to the share button. Smash that share button, yeah, virally all over the world. Make sure your friends and relatives are doing that, and tell your friends and relatives to do the same, yeah, and to tell their friends and relatives to smash this share button for me. Make sure you leave your positive feedback in my comment section below. Flood it out with your opinions, your views, your response, etc. Yeah, especially with the Euros going on, and Copa America. If you want to discuss a few things, yeah, leave it in the comment section below. And one more thing, make sure you subscribe to the channel DLG Reppin', my channel that is, yeah. Smash that subscribe button for me, yeah. And remember, if you subscribe to the channel, I'll shout you out, yeah. I'll give you some love there. Yeah, that's my way of giving out the love. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, yeah, and I will help you produce the latest football content. But you got to do your part, yeah, by subscribing to my channel, yeah. So without further ado, let's get into the football transfer gossip involving Arsenal. That's the reason why I've come out here to do this, yeah. It's the second time I've come out here to the park, and it's not as sunny as I think, but it's warm enough. Anyway, there's been reports of Arsenal contacting Leicester City over James Maddison. Now let's get one thing clear. Why would James Maddison want to leave Leicester City to come to Arsenal? He's playing under a proper manager. His manager is supervised under a proper owner, the son of the other owner who died. I don't know the name. I can't even dare to pronounce the name. It will take me almost a lifetime. But I'll tell you what, Leicester City are a proper football club, run by a proper owner, managed by a proper foot manager, and James Maddison's playing along with proper players in a proper midfield. Alright, wages wise, we might pay a little bit more than Leicester, with the greatest of respect. But Leicester are pushing for Champions League football, where Arsenal are nowhere near pushing for the Conference League football. Let's be real. James Maddison at Arsenal is not going to happen. And any Arsenal fan of this fan base who want to argue that point and call me negative and doom and gloom, whatever you want to say, leave it in the comment section below and I will argue that case. James Maddison is a scorer of beautiful goals, assist of beautiful creativity, a complete number 10. Don't get me wrong. I would ideally want James Maddison in my team, week in, week out. He is not going to be an Arsenal player because there's no ambition. There's no drive or fight from the hierarchy and those recruitment workers. They've got no drive, and for me, I don't see this happening. Yves Bazuma. Now this transfer has gone quiet, and I'm a little bit upset about this. Well, I'm getting more than a little bit upset about this, because this is a midfielder that we need in an area that we've been weak at in the last 2 seasons. Now, we've got Thomas Partey, but you take Thomas Partey away, you go and ask him to play at the African Cup of Nations. What have we got? What are we left with? Joe Willock, Granit Xhaka? Get real. Get out of here. It's not going to happen for me. If you want to use Bazuma, then he's another player who's going to be playing at the African Cup of Nations. Don't get me wrong. I want him at Arsenal. Yes. But let's go for an alternative. Sambi Lokonga. This is a guy who's been looked in the mould of Vieira, but there's only one Patrick Vieira. And I call him bad man for a reason, because he is a true bad man at what he did and what he was doing at Arsenal. For me, there's only one Vieira. Lokonga can be his own personality, his own image, his own rightful creator. You understand? Now, for me, if Arsenal are serious, they'll get deals done. Stop talking, stop with this link, because I'm getting sick and tired of it. Let's be real. You know, our rivals are going to be strengthening. Liverpool have already made a statement signing by signing Ibrahim Konaté. Manchester United will be getting Jadon Sancho somewhere down the line. Big money, yeah? Chelsea will be paying big money. There's talks of them getting Haaland. They get him. That is a big. No, not big. Let me rephrase that. That's a massive game changer. Goals to ratio is out of this planet right now. I said Man United. Manchester City will get Harry Kane somewhere down the line. I think they will pay the 150 million, and I wouldn't expect them to struggle to do that. He's a proven goal-scoring Premier League striker, and for me, why would he want to stay at Tottenham and risk not winning much in his career? Tottenham have gone 13 years without a trophy, yeah? But yet they can finish above us. But that doesn't mean Jack S when they are not prepared to invest in the proper manager. Enough about Tottenham's. Anyway, this is a DLG Reppin'S daily transfer news based on Arsenal and their ambition to sign players or to sell players. Right, next player I'm going to talk about in my ends, yeah? Ben White. Now, I'm going to be disappointed if we sign him. Or unless Arteta wants to pair him with William Saliba, then I'm open to that idea, as long as the partnership works. But I'll be upset for Gabriel Magalhaes, because he's done sweet FA wrong to not be worthy of a starting place in the first team. Now, Ben White, 50 million, English centre-half. Is he worth 50 million? In my opinion, no. 25 to 30 mil tops. He's not worth 35 million. 50 million. Yeah, let's be real. The reason why he's worth 50 million is because of his nationality, yeah? I'm only saying nationality before someone comes up to me and comes up to my channel and accuses me of being racist. Now, it's not a race issue. It's the nationality. The fact that he's from England, which makes him English. But for me, he is not a £50 million rated centre-half. What has he done over the course of the last 3-4 years to be labelled 50 million? Come on, that's a rip-off. Why should we pay 50 million for a centre-half? We don't need a centre-half. We need a right-back. Now, this is where I'm coming on to Arsenal here. A right-back. I've been calling out for Max Aarons for how long? In fact, many of Arsenal fans around the world have been calling for Max Aarons for how long? Let's convince him to stay in London, to come to London, stay in London, make sure his family can be settled there. Let's convince him. Let's convince Lapsy instead. Or if, in case Max Aarons doesn't work out, let's convince a left-back to come to North London, or to come to London, play for Arsenal, sell him the tradition, the history. This is the things that we need to do, and we haven't got the right personnel in the hierarchy to do that. Yet these donuts, these clowns, have told David O'Leary we don't want any part of you involved. But David O'Leary, not only did he play for Arsenal, he made the most appearances out of all centre halves. Yeah? Let's be real about this, yeah? David O'Leary would be able to do what I would want an Arsenal man to do, and that is to sell the tradition, sell the name brand, and sell the history to any new Arsenal player who is looking to play for this club, this great club. Tell them why this club is great. Tell them why London is a beautiful place to live in. Well, we haven't got a complete Arsenal man. Edu is an invincible, but he's not an Arsenal man. He's our technical director who's not doing so great at that job. And then we got an owner who doesn't care. Stanley Kroenke. Yes, I'm talking about you and your son. You and your son, like they say, like father, like son. End of that. Let's talk about players out. Eddie Nketiah. Now, I've got time for the guy. I think he's a nice guy in reality, but as a striker, you can't be too nice. You need to be aggressive. You've got that, but you need to know where the back. You need to learn not to look at the back at the not to look at the goal before you can score. And you know what? You haven't got that in you. I think it's time for you to move on as an Arsenal striker. I think it's time for you to go and do your thing elsewhere in the Premier League. And I'll be happy to see you in the Premier League. I ain't got no qualms over that. Granit Xhaka, now he's recently come out and said that he does not want to talk about his future. So he's keeping it quiet. And I think he knows that he is about to become an Aroma player as soon as Switzerland are out of the Euros, yeah? I believe behind the scenery, he's told his representatives to agree the deal and the personal terms, because I'm away with Switzerland at the Euros. Fair enough. When Switzerland are out, yeah, you go and make yourself a Roma player within, let's say, 48 to 72 hours after you get knocked out of the Euros. I don't expect Switzerland to go far, but they can be a problem. Right, next player, Hector Bellerin. Do I need to go on about him? I don't believe he's still an Arsenal player. After 10 years, it's time for him to move on, and move on swiftly. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your services. Thank you for your efforts. But the time has come for you to move on. For me, defensively, you've shown over the last 3, 4, maybe 5 years that you are inadequate. You give the ball away in stupid areas at times, and you create your own problems for yourself as well as the team. And before you know it, you let the club down, you let your teammates down, yourself down, and you keep letting the fans down. Time and time again. You have got to go. Get out. Next player, Rob Holding. What is it you do to get into the team? What is it you do to get more Arsenal appearances than Callum Chambers? Callum Chambers gets a lot of stick, more stick than you. But when I see him play, he puts in an honest performance. When he puts on that red and white shirt, he is a centre-half, and the first skill he learns by trade is to defend. First, defend. When he gets the ball in space, keep it sensible and keep things simple. But when he hasn't got the ball, and when we're under attack, he defends first. Now, don't get me wrong. Callum Chambers has been magnificent at right back, and that's not his position. He wants to play as a centre-half. So if he gets the opportunity to play as a centre-half alongside Gabriel Magalhaes or Saliba, let him play alongside one of the two of them. Ainsley Maitland-Niles has said that he wants to play in the midfield. Now, I remember watching a display, a man-of-the-match display at Old Trafford. We lost the game 2-1, but he was our outstanding star performer in that game. He even got the man-of-the-match award given to him in a post-match interview. Yeah? And what does Arsenal do? Or what does management do? Muck him about. Even send him out on loan. Why was he out on loan? That did not make any sense. For me, if Ainsley Maitland-Niles wants to go, I wouldn't blame him. He's told Arteta, I want a clarity over my future. And I don't blame him. Joe Willock will get into the squad. But for me, if you're playing the 4-3-3 system, yeah, you've got to consider Joe Willock in that frame, because he knows that formation. That formation would suit Joe Willock right down to the backbone. He scores goals from midfield, late run-ins into the box, and he is going to be a problem. Seven consecutive goals for Newcastle in the Premier League. Alan Shearer got that. You know, that's the sort of record Alan Shearer got. Come on, he got 8 Premier League goals for Newcastle. Not far off 10 Premier League goals. That's double figures. Not far off that. God knows what Mikel Arteta's going to do with him. And right now, I can't say I got faith in this manager getting the system right, playing the right players in the right position, picking the right game tactics, etc. And I ain't got faith in the people above him. Edu, Ken Laya Fryer, and the rest of the board. It's as simple as that. But who knows who we're going to buy. If we're serious, we need to stop talking, stop being linked with this player, that player, left, right and centre, and stop bringing in new players at the tail end of their career, meaning has-beens. Let's get deals done. With 5 or 6 signings in the right areas, we can improve in our league positioning. And we've got no Europe, so there's no damn excuse. Right, I'm going to end this here and say, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in, as always. Thank you for watching, as always. And last but not least, yeah, without fail, and with all the love and respect for my football fans who are watching all over the world, thank you for putting up with me, as you always do. Anyway, I'll be back later on this evening, maybe with a European Championship review of a game, maybe with a player rating. I should be doing those, keeping this content real. Other than that, enjoy your day out in London, England. If you're coming from overseas to London, enjoy your day. Be good to yourselves, be good to your friends, be good to your relatives. And remember, another couple of weeks of lockdown in this country. Okay. But stay safe. That's the main thing, yeah? Keep yourself safe. And like I said earlier, I'll be back with another content, hopefully this evening, yeah? So, it's your guy himself, wrapping this all up. DLG Reppin'. I'm out of here. And remember, one thing I ask of you, yeah? Like, comment, share this channel, and do subscribe, please, yeah? And remember, be nice.